What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? It's time to sing. And it is time to sing. I'm Lonnie Moore, and this is Singing Made Simple. Or should I say Family Singing Made Simple. The course that I have is Singing Made Simple, and I just got off the phone with the lady that is putting together the book, and I should have that, and I'll be telling you more about that later on this week, about the course and the book, the manual. We've been working on that, trying to get all the bugs worked out of it, but we've got that now. It's just ready, and I can't wait to show that to you. Should have that in a week or so to be able to describe that to you. But having that, I got to thinking it would be good to give myself a voice lesson. I'm going to give myself a voice lesson. Let me tell you why I'm going to give myself a voice lesson. Because I'm going to confess, I really haven't been practicing like I should. You may say, but why do you need to practice? Let me tell you. When I went back to many years ago when I thought about Mrs. Herman, who taught me and was my voice instructor, we had a practice sheet, and she would pull out my practice sheet and she would look at it and she would say, Lonnie, you are not practicing as much as you should. Now, she required me to practice 30 minutes every day, and she would ask me intently, now, how much time have you spent in vocalizing? Are you doing your breathing exercises? And do you know that several years after I had completed my training, a great man of God, Dr. Lee Robertson, who was a great singer in his day, who was the founder of Tennessee Temple University, he said to me one day, he said, let me give you a word of advice. He said, you should vocalize every day, every day. He said, because if you don't, as much as you use your voice in speaking and traveling like you do, he said, you will begin to lose some of its quality. So he said, vocalize every day. I'm going to confess, I've been in a lot of meetings lately. I've been traveling so much, I really haven't been doing it. And so I need to get in shape again. So I thought, what better way than to give myself a voice lesson. If you download the course and the new manual, by the way, we'll go over how to do this and how to work at this every day. There will be a sheet. There will be a practice sheet in there so you can log every day's practice and your progress. It's so important to keep at it and stay faithful. So, Lonnie, here's your voice lesson for today. All right? And so, as Mrs. Herman would do, she'd say, all right, Lonnie, let's get started. Now, let's stand up good and tall, and I would sit up or stand up good and tall. She said, now get those shoulders back. And I get those shoulders back. Okay, I've got it back. Now make sure that chest is good and high, because it's so important, Lonnie. You've got to have the diaphragm with plenty of room to work. And so you make sure. Now she said, now let me see if you can pant like a dog. Now put your hand on your stomach. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Now let me see if you can sustain. Now take a deep breath, Lonnie, and I want you to just give a little. Okay, all right, let's do that. And she would encourage me. She'd say, because you know Dr. Lee Robertson, he can do that for well over a minute. Okay, I need to be doing that more. I tell you, the more you breathe and build that diaphragm, really the more energy that you have. And so that's important. So let's do that. today, all right? Okay, Lonnie, now take a deep breath. All right. I didn't do so good that time. I need to do that a little more. In fact, great exercise. Do that. You can do that, in fact, several times a day while you're driving, riding in a car, or just sitting in your living room, maybe even watching television, whatever you may be doing. Take some time. Now, what you're doing with that, now, Lonnie, you're building breath control. Okay. And so you want to make sure you got good breath control so you're not worried about running out of air when you are singing. Now, let's get warmed up, Lonnie. And here's what you need to do with your voice. Now, let's do the old bulldog routine, okay? So you got to get everything real loose and make sure you have no tension on your voice, okay? So we're just going to do the blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right, now let's do another exercise, and this time we're going to do mi, la, re, fa. Now everything's got to be open. Remember, keep the throat, all the throat open as can be. Keep it where there's a good sound coming out. Okay, Lonnie, now ready? It's mi, la, re, fa, all right? Good open sound. Mi, la, re, fa. Remember now, on each tone, don't slur the tone. Don't try to come up from the bottom, but every one of them come right over land on them softly, okay? Right over each tone. Here we go. Mi, la, re, fa. Mi, la, re, fa. Mi, la, re, fa. All right, Lonnie, let's do one more quickly, and let's do this one with a little bit of agility. Be light, keep it moving. Make sure you hit every tone. Don't miss. It's like going up the stairs. Don't miss a step. Every step is important so you don't stumble along the way. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Okay, now let's, the next thing we want to do, and let me just pause this just 1 minute. Okay, my battery was running low, so I had to readjust that. Okay, now let's try something else, Lonnie. Let's do now remember going from E, A, Ah. Now E, A, Ah. Okay, keep it open now, Lonnie. All right, make sure you've got a great open sound. To do that every day. And to change it up, we have some more vocalizing exercises available. And for you that are listening and download the program, we've got several of these various vocalizing exercises that helps a different aspect of your voice. And so, Lonnie, you've got to do that every day. Okay, now, when we would do a voice lesson, we would go through all of those practical things that help build the voice and helps you get some very good habits to where, and if you've got some great habits that you will develop, you don't have to think about it while you're singing or performing. Well, We've done our warm-ups and everything. Let's do a little singing. Let me see here. How about, I know one of my favorite songs I sang as a child, Sweet Jesus. All right, if you know the words. And by the way, this is a little bit of a medley of songs, and so we made up some of them as well. So see if you can maybe catch this and sing along with me. Here we go. Trust that Jesus is precious to you. He is a wonderful Savior. Well, this has been Family Singing Made Simple. Glad you joined us in. And again, later this week, we should be giving a little bit more announcement on how to get this new manual. Can't wait to present it to you. And I trust you'll take a look at it. Maybe if you've got a homeschool or you are part of a Christian school that needs a good course on singing, well, we make it simple, and it's Singing Made Simple. Go to LonnieMoreMinistries.com and go down to Singing Made Simple and check it out. Till next week, God bless you and keep